Shrutis Smriti Puranana Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. My dear friends, you might be wondering as to how come today we started with an traditional invocation sloka. It is because even our poet today, he speaks somewhere relating to this. That made me just think of it, and we are starting. So, day 91, he speaks about that. Shruti nyaya meemamsay tarka shastre Smriti veda vedanta vakye vichitre Swaye shesha mauna bale stira pahe Mane sarva jani vasamlu nirahe is today's one. So here you have seen Shruti, Nyaya, Meemamsa, Tarka, Smriti, Veda, Vedanta, Vichitre. So that is the reason why we started invocation with Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Kapadam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. So now, what are these? Actually, we have to understand. You see, first thing is Shruti is those texts which are revealed by the rishis, which are not documented in any form, which have been trickled down from Guru to Shishya in that particular order by word to mouth. Understood? It is heard, Shruti, hearing. So knowledge that is being gained by what is being heard, that is Shruti. And these rishis, they are not like parrots just to say. The experiential knowledge being experienced by the rishis that are being expounded. Shruti. And Nyaya. Nyaya means logic. Means for everything you analyze how, what, where, when, which, and come to a conclusion. Meemamsa, that is the do's and don'ts, the laws, the doctrines for the society, how we have to be. Now we are seeing the G7 meets and all doctrines they follow for a proper human being, for a peaceful life, for a happy life, how we have to be. And tarka. Tarka means science of argument, my dear friend. Always we should remember, science of argument is a wonderful science. We should know how to. A lot of people, they just irrelevantly they talk. That is not argument. Argument should be in the line of communication. And there should not be any ambiguity in communication or in the communication. We have a lot of fallacies. We see, for example, in tarka, we should know fallacies, how not to speak. For example, just imagine you meet your friend who got married, and after the marriage, for the first time you are meeting. Then, just imagine you ask him, "Hey Rakesh, did you stop smoking and drinking?" Now look at this question. the fallacy here, a wrong questioning. So when he is with his newly wedded wife and then he asks this question, the answer, if he says no, then it is implied that he is continuing to smoke and drink, provided he is not a smoker and a drinker. If he says yes, then it says earlier he was drinking and now he has quit. Look at the impression being created in the wife's mind by this question, by wrong questioning. So lot of us, we don't know how to speak, with whom to speak. That is a very big science. And even giving a wrong stress on a wrong word, also the meaning changes. That we'll see on some other occasion. You take any 3-word sentence and apply a stress on one particular word and you see for yourself. A simple example, I am a monkey. I am a monkey. What does it mean? I am a monkey. What does it mean? So let us not go in detail. So these things, and Smriti. See, Shruti is what is being heard, and Smriti are what are documented in the form of mythology, Puranas, epics, which are documented, which are written, and Veda. Veda has 4 components, So where, how an ancestor should be, what are the rituals of a Grihastha, Brahmanikas, Aranyikas. So all these Vedas, Vedangas, and Vedanta Shastra. See, Anta, Veda is all this. What is in the end of Vedas? Veda, Anta. Anta means then what? Which speaks about the human and universe unification. That knowledge which shows us the path to the ultimate. It says, Vichitra, wonderful. What is he trying to say by this? Scriptures, philosophical works, they are countless in number, which are wonderful. And he says here, Svaye shesha maunavala stira parahi or rahe, whatever it is, it stands. Pahe or rahe, based on the context, Marathi. He says, having understood all these, having gulped, digested, Svaye by himself, who? Shesha. Yes, Shesha in this is what we are supposed to understand is the serpent. And what sort of serpent is it? Don't say is it a king cobra, rattlesnake, or whatever it is. It says here Shesha, he is speaking about the Sheshanaga on which Lord Vishnu reclines, and you know what happens? From his Nabi the lotus comes, and from the lotus the Brahma emerges, and from the Brahma the universe emerges, and all these are a different thing. This is a mythological way of creation, And this Shesha has 1,000 tongues. But in spite of that knowledge, or that Shesha which is supporting Adi Narayana or Sriman Narayana, in a sense, who has absorbed so much of knowledge, how does it say? Mauna vala stire pare. You understand, even he is silent. Why? He is dumbfolded and he stands still. Stira means just. My dear friends, not by arguments and logic we can understand the supreme truth. By argument, nothing can happen. We have been seeing hijab case, how it is happening in the courts and what has happened to that. Isn't it? The nayas also changes. The same act done by different people has different punishments based on the background and the intention. A surgery and a murder. A surgery where a patient dies and a murder where a patient where a person dies. Both are dead, but the law is different. So let us not go into all that. So here what we are supposed to understand is even the shesha, he is dumb stuck and he is standing silent. Then in the last line, he says, Mana sarva janiva sadhuna rahe. So, O mind, mana, sarva, all, janiva, by the existence and by the awareness of the body, it cannot be done. So do we give up and then pahi, see the boundless. Living by the bounded ego called the body, I, me and mine, the boundless cannot be understood. So drop the bound, drop the bodily awareness. Oh mana, mana, sarva jani vasam dhuna rahe. So only by abandoning the ego, you can go to the Supreme. So just keep chanting Narayana, 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 understand what it says. And understand, once having convinced whosoever comes, it should not shake. The knowledge should be firm. As we have seen today in Chaupai 1 of Doha number 89, where the Saptarishis comes and they, in a teasing manner, they tell Parvati that the Kumate or the Kamadevu has been burned to ashes by Lord Shiva, and how she reclines, Suni bolim musikaye bhavane uchita kahehu mani bharo vigyani. तुम्हारे जान काम अब जारा, अब लगी संबु रहे सभी खारा. He says, you have understood now that Shiva has burned, but let us not go into that in detail. Just to remember the take for the day from Ramacharita today. So Parvati, even when Saptarushis, when they come on and they speak about the advice of Narada that she didn't listen and what happened to the vow now as Kamadhenu himself got burnt, then how can that desire get fulfilled? And look at the conviction that Parvati has. Lot of people, my dear friends, even here they try to spoil relationships. You are two close friends. Somebody comes and speaks something about your friend. You forget about your friend and you believe those words. Never to have conviction in your relationship. Whatever it is, stay put. In case you have a doubt, talk to them. Don't just jump into conclusions and get into misery, my dear friends. So stay put in Narayana's thought till we meet next. And thanks for being with.